Welcome to Weds Night Fights. We're live with that Street Fighter 5. And it's online as per usual as we go through this WNF times HyperX season that we've got going on. Before we run the fisticuffs, let's do two things. First, I want to give big shout out to Valle. He is no longer Uncle Tio. He is Father Tio. So, give him some love in the chat for that. And also, my name is St. Cole, and I am joined with...
Hey everybody, it's your girl Flex is back again on mic. Super stoked to be here tonight. It's definitely going to be a heated match, even if it's cold in the winter. It's going to be definitely firing up. I'm sure the players are feeling it because we have a good, solid bracket going tonight. And a couple names I haven't seen up here in a little bit, so very exciting, very cool. Going to be looking good, but you know what else is looking good? Blarlad over in loser's side. Haven't seen that name in a while. Going against Mira. Then you got JB and Chris T rounding out the loser side. And then of course you've got up next we'll see Pink the God versus Mario. And we got Flaquito and Luigi rounding out winners semifinals, top 8.
Yeah, so good matches all around. Pink kind of taking a break. He went to the north side. Sorry, not north side, the east side of things. And, took some names, but he's coming back to get that first place winner spot. You see the Cloud Wireless right there, Ally Orch's Key 4, Pulsefire, Haste, and the Quadcast S, RGB. That's going to be coming if Pink or anybody who gets the max amount of points at the end of the season, which is on 12:30. The rest in second, third, and fourth will be getting Cloud 2 Wireless. So great stuff for HyperX to give us a circuit to play on and give us some stuff to work towards. As CPT is over, but we still got something going on in the West Coast side of things. So again, Pink coming back to show some love in the bracket. As you can see here, he told his minions to come through and send some love with the codes. So run those codes if you have it. WNFO 37 SFE for that free 50-cent donation. It's $21.20. I know we can get higher, and I want to give love to anybody that's already contributed and donated and giving us something to play for, right? Let's make it a little hotter, right? As we said before, it's got some hot matches. It's cold outside, but it ain't gonna be cold up in here with these matches. But let's make it even better. If you make that pot better, I'm guaranteeing you're gonna be seeing some better action. No secondaries, all primaries.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Definitely going to be a lot of fun to be seen. Now, Pink the God, played over in NLBC. What was it, last week, 2 weeks ago, roughly?
It was last week. Whenever.
Yeah, something like that. Time melds together with quarantine.
Yeah, I get you.
But yeah, we've got Pink the God going against Mario. Now we saw Pink over in NLBC. He did a great job. I believe he even took it, didn't he?
Yes.
Over IDOM. Yeah.
Well, he got sent down to losers, I believe, but still took it at the end of everything. But that's the thing is, he went there, took some names, came back with that heat, that fire, and I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say what he said. I'm gonna leave it to the man to say what he needs to say. But all I'm saying is good that he kind of showed a little bit of love in a way to the West Coast. We do have some strong players out in the side of the scene, right? That have given him trouble, that have taken him down. You saw in LBC. Only one that could really pose a problem was IDOM. That was really just IDOM. But out here in these brackets, sometimes I see people kind of making the man sweat, and sometimes you don't make that top one. So makes you think and makes you want to watch this great action. Pink this time coming up with the Cody pick.
Yeah, definitely an interesting pick here. Not obviously his main. He usually goes with a nicer Karen. Of course, we got Mario going with the Karen pick. Kind of expected here, and definitely going to give Pink a run for his money. But again, Pink very familiar with the match, so I think he's got a little bit of an advantage.
Yeah, he really doesn't. He's not really like a technical Cody player. He just runs a footsie game. Even though he's running V-Trigger 2, usually runs a V-Trigger 1, the knife stuff. He's really about the footsies kind of thing. He's not relying upon the robbery that this character has, and it takes him far, but he gets far pushed in this corner. Mario backing off, but here's the activation point. Actually, my bad, I messed up. He does have V-Trigger 1, and this is going to allow him to play that footsie game a lot better.
Yeah, definitely going to be able to, again, use those strong footsies as a player, but also with the character. But proving not to be enough. All right, Mario backing off. Got the confirm. And activation going in. Ooh, he just needs a sneeze in Pink's face to call it. There it is.
Without the mask was taken off. Just like you go to the grocery store and take the mask off with Chook just because you bit it like that. Mario takes the first one with a great round start from Pink. EX hits him with a fierce and gets a follow-up too as well. The ruffian allowing that Oki, and a lot of that corner push too.
Yeah.
Again, he's great with the footsie game, but Mario's been getting a lot of whiff punishes, so he has to be careful about what he whiffs and what he presents in the neutral.
Yeah, and you have two characters who have pretty good damage output, so you definitely don't want to make too many mistakes here because you can get very punished for it, and it can hurt. All right, Mario going in with a back throw. Ooh, great blocks, like the use of the reversal there. Keep the pressure off him.
Next time, but how is he gonna be able to use it? Mario definitely at a deficit, but can't make it up. But Pink getting these confirms right here, gets the meaty no vegan, caught him. Maybe, I don't know what he was trying to do, but he definitely didn't block it. I'll tell you that one. He didn't hold back with it. And now Pink evening out 1-1 on the board.
Yeah, Pink definitely want to take this Cody over, at least into the next round. Pulling out pretty good so far. Mario getting nice confirm there going. Pushing Pink into the corner, not for long though. Ooh, great anti-air.
And the throw to the corner too as well. Cancels. Yep, it's time for Pain. Trying to open Mario up. He wants to have the lead because in this matchup, her footsie game is just better than Cody's. But the damage output, just as you said before, still great for this character. Want to confirm the stun and the building up the bar, trying to get it done. It's gonna need a reset. After this, he holds that. Mario does not open up. But he forgot about the bar at the bottom. She can do that if she sees a projectile. She'll use the EX to smooth on through with the excuse me, pardon me.
Yeah, she's got the V trigger on deck too, but oh, that was so close. Oh, Pink gets it with a jump in.
Yo, Flex, I thought no neutral November was over. I thought it was over, but it's carrying over to December. And my man's carrying one on the board. That EX Zonk, you can't react to that. Not even online, not even offline. And that's the difficulty of that. It just, if they're holding that and you're walking back and forth trying to find a position, you get popped in the mouth with it. It don't matter who you are. So good stuff to Pink. That's the first one to him. Let's see if Mario can make the adjustments and then some. Again, footsie game definitely benefiting Karen in this matchup. You saw how the fireballs are dealt with when she's got bar, but at the same time, just Pink's natural footsie game is just really dominant. You see it out here.
Yeah, I think the skill goes beyond, obviously, the character is definitely in the hands of the player here, and Pink's really demonstrating that. But Mario, great confirms again. I think he's getting some nice confirms going. Oh, the punish.
Until. That was a dot, the ellipses right there. You can't be with him. Liking or slacking against someone, like either of the players, right?
That's what I'm talking about there. Oh, the shimmy, the shake, the kick to the face. This is going to be a match point for Pink right now.
Yes, ma'am. He's looking good. I mean, he's looking real good. The buffer off the fierce. That's such a blessed button to see. You get a crush counter, and even if you don't, you have something behind that, which is the EX Zonk, which you use right there. But Mario with the return, trying to make it happen. I like Pink also checking Mario's walkbacks. You see so many of those happening, and he is putting the damage on the deck. One more hit for the stun. It's done.
Ooh.
Pink, the god, stares at his prey, hits him with the Zonk.
Oh.
He's leaving his prey alive because he wanted to season him a little bit. He wanted to put a little seasonal flavor on it. You know when you're like, wait a minute, this meat ain't done yet. This meat, I gotta garnish it a little bit.
He got that little salt sprinkle there.
He said,
Pink will be moving on winner's side, but that's sending Mario down into losers. So Mario definitely not down and out for the count yet, but great work from Pink. I mean, again, we're talking great neutral play. And when you have, I think Cody has some really interesting options as far as neutral goes. And I feel like he really just controlled the pacing through that match. He didn't let Karen and let Mario really be able to go in and out there. Really just kind of pinned him down the entire time.
Yeah, you saw him deal with the fireball game, you saw Mario deal with the fireball game, so like, as soon as that was presented, he just took that off the table. He said, cool, let's run the footsie game. Obviously, there's some drops from Mario, so if I'm Mario, I'm looking at that match, excuse me, and I'm saying I have to correct what happened there. So he'll be able to do so on the loser side of things. Pink moving on through the winner's bracket here, and now we're going to have some more action for you Street Fighter 5 style. People, if you have it, make sure you guys run the exclamation mark Matcherino in the chat. If you're watching this on any other channel, run it there, or maybe if they have it, run it there, right? If they don't have it, you might have to find the link. It's like matcherino.com/WNF2020 OE27_SRV, whatever, wherever you're watching, make sure you guys are running the Matcherino, or if you want to visit here, you can do that here. But just make sure you guys are showing love and support, because I'm telling you, That's gonna make the players play even better. When you show that love and support, oh baby, oh baby. And people can feel real some sort of way when they don't get that cash. When they get close, but they don't get close enough, you see them salty tweets, them sub tweets. That's what I want to see. I want to see that heat. CPT may be over, but people still got that heat. I mean, that's the thing. We saw Pink before, bringing that heat and, kind of calling people out and making that fire. And I like that. I like that. But I also like this match coming up. Flakito coming through, also winner's side. I believe took down Chris T, was also in this bracket as well. So shout out to Christy for coming through as well. I saw Christy also using Akuma, by the way, which I'm like, thank God. Chris, if you're watching this, thank you. Finally. They weren't going to buff Ken. They'll never buff that character. That character's going to be trash for the however many years.
Wait, did you just say Akuma's trash?
No, I meant Ken.
Oh, Ken. Okay, yeah.
Because he needed to switch a long time ago. I mean, it's time to be rewarded for your Shotoism. But speaking of Shotos, you're going to be seeing one that's kind of like a Shoto. That's Seth, the one that people call Seth Fighter 5, the Twitter people. But he's going to go against a Luigi who's running, actually not Guile, running G, which is on paper, it's in favor of Seth, but that's on paper. Let me see what happens in the match.
Yeah, going to be interesting, that's for sure. Already it looks, I mean, you got to be careful with the axe kick. Ooh, and you got to be careful for that too. And again, too, Flakito, strong competitor, makes it into top 8. So does Luigi. I mean, we saw a grand finals just a couple weeks ago, Luigi versus Mario. So gonna be interesting to see. But already, Flakito taking a huge life lead.
Getting the throw pressure up in the corner. This is Dire right here. Crouching heavy kick, or medium kick, I'm sorry. Finds to confirm. The tech to stay alive. Activation time. It's time to see what's in your wallet. Command grab start. Here we go.
All right, gonna get the show started. Plenty of fire and plenty of heat. Ooh, and a great punish. Oh, and there's gonna be stun too. And look, he's still got meter to play with, and he's gonna use it. He wants to finish that off. Talking about a round.
I love that. That's the thing is about this character. You make a mistake, you do the wait and bait, it's over. That's one good thing. Even the matchup where it's Dire for like the neutral game is kind of like in Seth's favor. There's always trigger in the back pocket, and it don't matter who you are. If you're stuck in the corner, you still gotta guess.
Absolutely. No, and the thing is too, you can't leave G alive, especially with that much meter to play with, and especially with V trigger in his hands. You gotta close him out, or else he's gonna make a comeback like that. He is a comeback king, and we saw it right there.
I mean, one thing I'd like to see from Flakito is get that building up that bar, that V bar, and force Luigi into a situation where he has to V reversal. But if you take off the V reversal, make a V reversal a couple times, there's no trigger that you have to worry about, or at least later in the round. What a whip punish though. Building up the bar, using the V skill, trying to get the command grab, got a little too greedy. Here's Flakito with the punish into the super, spin that bar. I agree. You saw what happened last time. Don't let it happen again.
No, definitely smart move from Flakito, that's for sure. Wants to close out that round, and you're always going to build more meter. You're always going to build more meter going into it, so. And again, too, you can look at that. Luigi has about a meter starting off the round, so he's got a little bit of resources to play with, but it won't take too much to build that back out, so.
Absolutely won't. I like the range that Luigi's trying to play at. Obviously, he's getting back in the corner, but he's staying away from that axe kick range, where you can just kind of do crouch medium punch and whiff punish and things like that. But now back in the corner, you try to jump out, you got to pay the toll, and that is damage. Put in the corner, and this character's corner game is really great until the script is flipped. The back throw, walks up, gets another one.
Ooh, following up another throw, keeping him in the corner. Get the show going. Oh, Flakito, nice wake up. Again,
okay.
I kind of like the use of the V reversal there. Keeps him in the corner. I think allows him to keep the pacing going. So
clean this up like now, right? Like if you're not gonna get triggered for a while, you definitely have to kill this character. And with V trigger on the deck, maybe he won't even get the V trigger on Flakito's side. Sorry, Luigi may not even be able to use his. But actually, I see CA at the bottom. Can you make this hit? The fireball hit. You gotta make sure it's at the right moment.
He is holding on. Oh, going in with the activation again. Nice V reversal there. Doesn't want the pressure.
Oh, there! Did that leave? No, it's blocked! Oh,
That's unfortunate. Oh man, a little too much confidence there in that fireball at the end, and that just really unfortunately cost him the round. I think I'm not sure if it was maybe a misinput or just too much confidence.
Sometimes you just think you thought and you didn't do it because, you know, good old rollback. But that's, hey, better than delay. It's better than delay, I'll tell you that right now. But, you know, Flaquito not delaying with that punish right after that, being able to clean that up, that's one thing. One thing for someone to miss a confirm like that, but something for you to be ready and deal with it. Even if it seems like it's easy, now Flaquito's got one of the board. Round start, heavy kick, dealing with the fireballs this time, smoothing through them, and that's really important because that's going to take an option off the table because, to be honest, G has some of the best fireball game in the business.
Absolutely. No, I think G's fireball game can really force people to either play the air game or stay on the ground and just be forced to block. But Flaquito going in wants to be in Luigi's face, and you're going to pay for it.
Yeah, gets a little bit of bar right there with the back fears. You see Luigi taking maybe a little more of an aggressive approach and kind of backing off and still running that fireball game, but just not being so obvious with it. We've seen, obviously, Flaquito run start, heavy kick that, heavy kick Tatsu that. But now Luigi playing outside the space with the fireballs, heavy kick away from the axe kick, but it's hard to stay away when that V-skill just runs through. Now you gotta find an activation portion for Flaquito, but damage in the face. Enough for the finish.
That'll do it. Yeah, great work from Luigi so far. He's really able to bring things back together right at the end there. I think he just needs to continue to clean up his gameplay a little bit and play out of range of Flaquito, especially with that axe kick.
That was gonna but like it's one of those things where like you want to play outside that range, but also make sure that you're like not being backed all the way to the corner because that's been Luis also lost a lot of health. Axe kick coming on through as we were talking about before. You see him just trying like staying right in front of that range to just make that land and make it uncomfortable for Luigi, but still, Luigi's still walking him down saying, if I hit you with a buffer, it's going to hurt. If you run into my fist, it's your fault.
Yeah, but it looked like it was his fault there. Again, this is what we're talking about. Luigi slowly walking back into the corner, but really not wanting to give up too much spacing there. Like the dash forward, but that just was unfortunate.
Again, the fireball game, but you're stuck in the corner. Be super careful. He is sitting on a lot of hard to work with. And now you just block this out, so you activate V trigger off the EX back fears. Oh, he's gonna save it to the dash.
There's the activation.
Are you kidding me? You dash up back fears? That's you feel some sort of way flipped up.
Oh no.
I'm gonna teach you a hard lesson. I'm gonna teach you a hard lesson. You better block this sucker. You better stay sucker free, and he does. Luigi with the defense, with the arms up. I thought it was over. I thought it was looking long, but he threads the needle. He's able to put one on the board. How did he do that? That was pretty damn ridiculous.
Yeah, I think what really worked out in his favor there was right at the end with that last bit of activation, particularly when you have that ball sitting behind you. I felt like there was enough time for Luigi to kind of react, be able to block the ball, kind of know, okay, he's setting me up to do a cross up, be able to block that as well, and then he's able to take control of the match once more. But speaking of control right now, strong start for Flaquito. Going in, Luigi back in the corner, following up with a throw.
Overhead for the
stun.
finish. Okay. This is a good round start. I feel like, you know, he's like, you've been watching the ground so much. Let me take to the sky. Back throw for the finish. Perfect KO.
Yeah, talk about it. Flaquito coming back. Man, he felt that last round. He said, you took my V trigger away from me. You robbed me. I'm gonna make you feel pain.
My man said, call an ambulance. Not for me, but for you.
Definitely going in.
Yo, I love that option. You still do the fireballs, he's gonna hit him with a VP. It's a tall boy, so you know, clip him like that. Now the throw to the corner, retaining that pressure, putting the buffer off the.
Yeah, definitely looking. Oh no! Too much confidence in DP there. Very unfortunate. Very close to stun as well. You're gonna have to be careful. Oh.
You know, not trying to take anything, but gets clipped well, creasing up the shoes. Heavy kick, one more hit for the stun. You thought, oh man, you are one white with the back throw. That's not enough. Oh, Luigi, he thought the stun would still be there, but that was not enough. You don't want to leave a character like this alive. You don't want to leave a character like this alive. Without V-trigger, you cannot be reversal. Still, he's got a little bit more bar to play with, but now it's all gone. You have to be careful about that activation point.
that activation right there. So Luigi gonna have to block it, manages to make it through. That's the unfortunate thing with that V trigger is if you block it, you don't get a lot to play with it. You really have to rely pretty heavily on the confirm for it, even with some maybe cross up setups. So very unfortunate there. I think that definitely cost him the round with that activation.
Yeah, he really should have. I mean, that's one of those things where it's like you just back throw, or you just go for the combo. I mean, instead of back throw. Like, I know you want that one hit stun, but you probably could have finished off regardless over that EX. But now we're 1-1. Final game, final round between the two. Some misinputs, some errors here and there, some errors of judgment, I should say. But who's going to be solidifying it? Who's going to be picking up the spaghetti? The 5-second rule. Hey, I see some dirt on it. It's still good to go. It still tastes
it's still good. Just wash it off. Just run it under the sink.
It's fine. It's fine.
But was that fine?
Right here.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He's doing good, right?
Yeah, his corner pressure is really good. I like that he's using the spacing, working into his advantage, switching out between the normals and the projectile. And again, staying out of range, a lot of those normals for Flaquito. There's the confirm into critical art. That's gonna do it. Luigi moving on.
That's strong stuff from Luigi. One of the things is I hate people because every time I talk about G, I'm gonna get the subtweets. I'm gonna get the stuff in the Discord. Several people are typing, but the thing about G is when people play him like this, when they have that neutral game on the lock like this, that's the real dangerous Gs. That's when G is at his most dangerous, because at the beginning, before he has V trigger, if you're strong before that, that's the sign of a good G. Like, that's what makes his character super strong. Like, there's a big gap to me between the G players that will rob you in the first or two here and there, but can't say solid because they need V trigger, and the ones that are like just steps above that are utilizing like the neutral game that this character has is super strong. And it's like, to me, I don't think this character's top 5, but I think it's in contention for top 5 because of that neutral game that many people do not have, but there's just a few that are like that. And Luigi, you've seen him access that. You've seen him, he's starting to implement that in his game plan, and starting to, if he feels like he's being pressured by the X kicks, he stays away, but says, okay, I'm getting pushed to the corner too much. Let me back off a bit. Let me whiff punish. And then walk you down.
Yeah, and I want to comment too. I mentioned this a little bit earlier during the match, but I think the really unfortunate thing with Seth's V trigger too, when he gets to play with the orb a little bit, is if you don't have the setups ready and you don't have the confirms ready, it can be quite a waste, and you can be banking a lot on using that V trigger, even with, I believe it's a 2-bar V trigger as well.
Yeah.
Even though it's only 2-bar, I still feel like if you're banking on getting your confirms and getting, something going, and that's going to be your match turner, it's really, I don't think it's going to work out. Because we've seen it a couple of times now where the V trigger, the orb disappears after a couple blocks. And you really, again, you have to rely so heavily on getting those confirms into that V trigger activation and kind of pulling a little bit of a Monot there, where you're bouncing around a character,
trying to open them up with like the ping pong style, like I feel like it would have been good if he had V reversal a lot more on when that happens. But the thing is, V trigger 1 is such a big comeback tool that if you don't, like you said, have good setups, you can't open people up all the time, and they have such great defense, it almost is just like a useless thing, and you might as well just use that for a V reversal at that point. And with that, I feel like without having those elements coming together for them, it just felt like it was looking a little bit long for the homies. So they'll be going down to losers. They're not out just yet. But we're going to be going down to losers, it looks like. I think we're in, with JB coming up on the deck. Rashid player. I gotta say, if you haven't been, checking out the players, obviously make sure you guys do so. Also, check out the match arena. We're at 3860. Run that code WNFO 37 SFB for that free 50-cent donation, people. Let's make that pot hot. All right, let's make this pot hot. Let's bump it up a little bit. If you got some spare change, throw it their way as well. If you don't, no big deal. There's sponsor quests on the side that you can run as well. Let's make that a little bit higher. I know we can get there.
I'm doing it right now.
Oh, so you know what to do. You know what's good.
Of course. Copy and paste the code. It's easy.
It's the simplest thing. It's just as simple as picking a top tier. But speaking of top tiers, yo, make sure you guys are looking at JB's, his Twitch channel. All the players. I always tell people, make sure you guys check out the Twitch channels that are going on. If you haven't, obviously Pink is streaming. I don't know if JB's streaming. Get a couple tabs open. Obviously, you want to listen to us and our dulcet tones. Like, you want to listen to us, but make sure you guys check them out. Watch them stream. Go make fun of JB's fits. My man was looking like...
No, he's looking okay. He's looking okay.
I love JB, but I had to hit him with the Doug Funny. He had the Doug Funny sissy and the Judy fit.
It's funny. He sent me a picture. He's like, so what do you think of this fit? And I was like, did you pull that out of my closet? Because I have like the same outfit. I was trying to be nice about it.
JB, let me find out you still got that McDonald's fit, bro. Like, that was the one. Yeah, yes, JB. Yeah, he's a cutie. He's a cute dude. But like, what I'm saying is, them fits. I don't know, homie. But maybe that's the appeal. Is he can pull that off. He can pull that off. Because he's a good looking dude. So he's like, I can pull this. I guess you rock that McDonald's fit. I guess. But he's rocking himself on here in Losers. He's running that Rashid pick. He also has a poison in the side. But I like the way his Rashid's developing. Right after his loss in CPT, he actually was going through. Like what he was doing, what his mentality was in the Samurai matchup, and a few others, and kind of encapsulating how he plays compared to other Rashid players. It's really interesting. That's why I always tell people to check him out. Also, y'all should be checking out what's going on right here. Chris T coming back. We ain't seen this man in a while. The last time that I saw him play was actually today. He's playing on Pink stream. He lost to Pink, running Akuma, and I was like, thank God. Finally off the Ken things. They ain't gonna buff that character anymore. They ain't gonna do it. It's done. It's a wrap. So why not play the character that you're supposed to play in terms of the best Shotos? And that's Akuma. That's the top one spot right there. You ain't gonna do worse. You can't do better, I'm gonna say. You can't do better. So him switching to Akuma is super interesting. And I want to see that style of Ken play evolved onto this Akuma.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a lot of fun to see how that kind of transfers over. Obviously, similar characters in that they're both Shotos, but, different play styles. Akuma has way more tools than Ken does. So I'm excited to see how Chris T can handle, the power upgrade.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's like driving Ferrari, because, like, you can speed down with the limit, or past the limits and things like that. You can cruise on up through and look nice and shiny, but you gotta know how to use the tools. Like, right there, does not land the light confirmed, and I think we're having some issues on their side. But it's good. It's good. We're back in.
Yeah, back into it, and they're back into neutral. JB going with the activation. Nothing done with it yet, though.
Yeah, he's using that B trigger to enhance specials. You see them pick up some marble combos. Counter hit, EX, heavy mixer for the finish.
Yeah, definitely closing out. Looked pretty good that first round. A little shaky, I think. Kind of a back and forth as far as damage goes. But once that activation hit, JB really took control, and that's when the rest of the damage was put through.
Let's see here, fireball knockdown. That's one of the best tools of this character. Finds a crush, caught him pressing buttons. And that's a DP EX addition. Try to get the stun and done. JB with the crouching knee kick. That was good. I like him. He's checking Chris's walkbacks. But Chris with them DPs, he's like, I'm just going to do it, dog. And it's going to land.
Ooh. Talking about landing. Nice anti-air. Going in control with the throw. Oh, you're not allowed to use meter today. You got to stay in the corner, my friend. Another throw. Waiting. Oh.
That could have been it for JB. What a mistake. That is unfortunate. It is easier said than done in any fighting game to have those confirms. It is easier said than done to be like, I'm going to land this medium hit right here. I'm going to confirm into anything. That could have been the round, and Chris T takes advantage of that situation. He may not be like, on the toppest level of Akuma play, but he knows how to take advantage of situations. That is just years and years of being a good player.
Absolutely. Starting out right now, looks like both players pretty even out. Again, Chris seems to be spending a lot of time in the corner. JB kind of pushing him over there. So JB kind of controlling the spacing here.
One thing that he was talking about on his stream was using the light kick right, see right at that range, like right around the if he walks in with the standing medium kick, he's using the light kick to kind of check the fireball approach and dissuade that, because that will come out before the fireball. But now Chris T is going all in with the throws and the side switch, though. What a punish in terms of a whip punish, I should say.
Ooh, and let's talk about too, they both have full meter to play with on deck, lots of butter to cook with. Ooh, JB okay. Activation, running it in. Oh, the wake up.
Chris T, he definitely played like a kid player. The wake up EXDP working out the clutch. But the wake up confirmed. This is not gonna be enough to kill. But it's gonna even them out quite a bit. Actually, JB's got a little bit of a lead here. Chris T, what's your decision? Careful. Can't be throwing fireballs at Chris T. Go right under, so he goes for the demon flip. You focus on the land too much. Let me come from the skies. No surprise. Chris T takes it.
Man, talk about a little bit of a comeback there. I thought JB was really going to be able to pull through after the critical art. You know, you got to feel pretty confident once you land something like that, especially on wake up. So really interesting that Chris was able to take it back. Again, this is talking about well-seasoned player, you know, able to read the situation, use that demon flip to his advantage. And again, too, he must have some experience to know that, hey, that's going to hit, that's going to confirm.
I mean, you definitely know, he's probably played so many cool players that he understands, and I've seen him mess around with this character before, but he's really putting time and work into it, it seems like, with that forward heavy punch, go with the fireball. But JB is getting the stun and trying to get it done. This corner push right here is super strong. This character has not left that kind of echelon where he just like puts in the corner, on block, on hit, wake up, heavy kick crush from Chris T. This Akuma play is ridiculous. I'm loving this. He should have picked this character a long time ago. Obviously, it's risky because you have the low health, but these options are putting JB off, but he still cleans it up. Checks the dash, and finishes it out.
Yeah, I do want to see some more matches. So I'm hoping, you know, JB can pull through here, even things out, just so I can see more of Chris T's Akuma, because this is something else, and it is definitely a lot of fun to watch right now. But already, JB starting it off strong. Ooh, but Chris manages to find his way out. Oh, interesting. Wake up throw.
Going for the back though there for maybe get that maybe get the stun up, but the positioning still good because he's still back in mid screen. Like it's not that big of a deal. Checks the jump in right there on the crouching medium punch. He's walking him down, finds a confirm, and this is one of the things that Chris T is always gonna be good at. The crouching medium kick confirms. He's taking those over from the Ken play. He's always been good about those confirms. He's finding it here. Careful of the demon in the darkness after finding a few hits. But the activation, super screen. He's gonna blow through the double fireballs. Not today, son. Not today. JB puts one on the board.
My wish was granted. We are gonna see more of this Akuma play. JB evening things out. What a great read. Saw the air fireballs. Knew I gotta find a way out of this. Had the meter. Great escape.
You see the minute things that happen when you play this character so much. It's like, if I see a fireball, I see it come to this guy's got all this bar, why not go for a CA finish? And JB's really good about managing his bar in terms of having a closeout like that. And I think that's been one of the changes that he's trying to work on. Let me get the bar going and find these CA finishes because it's going to hurt this character, if not kill him. And you saw right there. Can JB take this over Chris T, though? Because I feel like Chris T's starting to figure out some things in this matchup already. I feel like that's just him being a good player, from years upon years of, suffering with Ken. Now you're starting to feel the power of Akuma.
Yeah, definitely seeing that power right here. Great life lead. Going in right now, too, I like that he's kind of trying to stay out of range of a lot of those normals that Rashid has. Doesn't want to give too many confirms to JB there. Interesting trade. No. Back throw.
JB trying to find a way, trying to find some sort of door, some sort of exit sign. Okay,
there it is.
Back in the corner. Yeah, the switching positions, and now the activation. Ooh, he's trying to do the wait and bait, but that ain't happening. EX Demon flipped a bless. Tried to go the overhead, but it didn't work, but still gets a crouching medium kick. Chris T. Match point.
Yeah, Chris T looking pretty crispy right now. looking
I was gonna say he's looking salad bar crisp right here. That's not the limp stuff right there. That's they just put the plate out for this one. They just put the plate out, but as I say this, he's stuck in the corner. The jump back, the fade away from JB.
Yeah, definitely. Man, JB really keeping the pressure going. I like the jump back away from that throw. All right, backing off a little bit. Oh, getting great confirm off the crush counter. Nice defense.
Oh, he tried to do the JB special and try to catch her with a crouching unity kick, but it didn't work. Still in a great position in terms of health, life. But this is Akuma. I mean, even at this low of life, like Akuma can definitely make the comeback. Can Chris T do this? Can he close out this round? It's going to be real hard to do so. But with all that bar at the bottom, there's a lot you can do. There's a lot on the menu, right? You talk about butter cooking, there's a lot on the menu my man can select from. He just has to be able to meticulously put everything on the plate as it should be. But JB making it real hard for it to, I was going to say, JB's making it super hard for it to happen. And now we're final game, final round. Chris T with his newly minted Akuma versus JB's Rashid.
Yeah, starting it off, full stick of butter. You know, got the CA on deck, so he's got plenty to play with going into this round. So it's looking pretty nice, even with that life lead there. Not life lead for long, though. JB push him into a corner. I like the neutral jump, too, away from... Oh.
Let me make sure right there to catch the jump out. Great anti-cross up tool. But where are you going? EX Demon Flip, though.
Got the activation. All right. Seems like every time JB activates, this is where he gets a lot of that confidence and he's able to get that momentum going. Great anti-air.
Yeah, the push right there for the anti-air is really good. Instead of checking the space, and again, using the heavy mixer to deal with cross-up situations. To deal with, if you try to lead, you gotta pay the toll. But here's Chris T, he's being defiant, he's blowing through the gates. He's like, I ain't paying that fee. The double fireball, you gotta hold this pressure. Does it again, the DP for the finish. Chris T taking it over JB. You gotta try harder than that, buddy. You gotta try harder than that.
Yeah, Chris T pulling through, showing the power of Akuma, especially in the hands of a pretty powerful player. So very unfortunate for JB there. I think just a couple small mistakes made. I really want to compliment him though on the fact that he had some great anti-airs going that gave him a lot of control over the match. And every time he went and activated, it seemed like he gained a lot of momentum and gained a lot of confidence through that match. It's just unfortunate that it wasn't able to pull through, especially when you've got Akuma. Akuma's got so many tricks, so many tools, everything and anything to keep you either in the air or on the ground. So very unfortunate, but Chris T will be moving on, face off against Flaquito, loser's side. Fortunately, JB not able to make it through this week, but you know, I'm sure we'll see him again sometime soon.
Got a few scraps of points, but you know, I gotta give you know, JB credit. He's been working on that Akuma matchup. It just was the wrong match to do that crouching light kick to check the fireball approach, because Chris T was like, cool, I ain't gonna run that then. That's perfectly fine. What we're gonna run is the rest of the loser side here. Looks like Mira versus Blarlad coming through. So I wonder what she's going to use, because she's been kind of back and forth with the Ibuki.
Yeah, she's got the.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say she's got the Ibuki. She also has a Laura. Even has a poison, you know, in her back pocket there. But of course with Blarlad, you know, extremely strong player. Don't see him super often over in top 8s for WNF, but you know, he's made it into LCQ last year, top 8 for Capcom Cup, so clearly has a lot to offer and a lot on the table. And with Abigail too, that's a big boy, and big boys hit hard. They got big boy damage.
But they gotta land it, right? We've seen the highs and lows of that character. But that's one of the things is, like, you know, the damage is always gonna be the reason why he's never out of it. That V trigger as well. When he's got the damage and the meter to work with, he will never be out of it. And she's going with the Laura pick. And I can see that. The fireball is going to be a little bit harder to deal with, maybe if you're not, you know, super in front of her face, right? So you might do the flips to get over that. Not going to be predictive too. The command grab style kind of thing that's going on here as well. This is going to be hard to check for Lad. I mean, there's so many options. Even though there's not real OK, you have to check so many things. That becomes the whip on the back pierce and the punish. Mira getting that post stun combo. Stays in front. EX. Hold it.
Oh, man. Yeah, Mira really just... The moment you let Laura into that space, it's over. Especially when you have someone like Abigail's, you know, has these like big range normals, but up close, it's really difficult. And it seemed like Blarlad just let her in and would not, like, unable to kind of keep her away.
you don't have the defensive options that other characters do. You don't have like a 3-frame or DP. You don't even you have to kind of bet on universally, and I think in this match you probably want to have the V trigger, going. But my man's going for the CA because he wants the damage. But not only that, there's Oki that comes off of this, and he gets a good situation, and he wants to keep that momentum, keep that same energy. Goes for the light, tries to catch a backdash, but she's not going to open up like that.
Yeah, and as we see there, already not opened up, had the activation on deck. Nice bolt charge as well. Ooh, and that is going to check that flip. You gotta be careful and watch those. Going in, too.
Plus frames. Okay, it's a cross-up. Great timing right here. V-trigger activation has to do it. Reset. Oh my god, is this the unblockable? Yes, it is. What can you do but put down the controller? I don't think there's much you can do in that situation because you have to hold the charge right there. With that amount of health, it was a done deal. Vlad takes the first one. And I'm seeing the difficulty of dealing with the fireballs in general, because if you try to flip, it's going to be hard to deal with that, because if she collapses on level 2 or 3, you might just fall into it, take the damage. It gets a follow-up.
Yeah, that's one of those moments with the unblockable where you just gotta take a sip of your water and just like let it happen, because there's not a whole lot else you can do.
Do the head shake, you do the head tilt like,
yeah.
Yeesh.
It seems like right now the Blarlad having a hard time trying to get in there, make his own game plan started. And you said it earlier, the projectiles, the bolt charge, really proving to be very difficult for him to kind of find a way around.
And she takes it nice and easy that round. Put him in the corner, run the game plan. Everything is sunshine. And you see how difficult it is. Like, even when you want to poke out when, like, it's your turn after something like the light bolts and things like that. But at the ranges that you want to play at and what you want to press, she's not always there. So you're whiffing at air, and then you might get crushed. So at that distance, you're like, well, do I press something? Do I not? Laz looks like he might be taking a second. He's like, listen, I don't know about this pick. I know he don't got no other secondaries. As far as I should say, I shouldn't know, because you never know with people these days. I see people running Honda randomly. I see Daigo with the Fang for whatever reason, because he wants to have fun with it. But like, it may be a switch of V skills. I don't even remember what V skill he had, because the matches went so fast we didn't get to see anything used in the neutral.
Yeah, he's really gonna have to do something here to keep. Assuming that Mira goes with the Laura pick again, he's really gonna have to find a way to. Oh,
let me go back down again.
Yeah, he's really gonna have to find a way to keep her out, and it seemed like he was really struggling, because once Mira gets in, once Laura gets in, she gets the ball rolling, and that's a little bit of a pun.
I see you with it.
Yeah. But jokes aside, I think it's definitely a big struggle to keep Laura out, especially when you have a character that is a little bit slower, doesn't have a lot of defensive options. I think I like that he pulled it through right at the end there, so.
Yeah, I mean, he's got, EX run, EX, Abigail punch, things with armor, but they just get blown up by throws, which is, the game plan of Laura, if she gets things going in her way. So I'm curious to see what his adjustments are going to be.
Yeah, I'm curious too, to be honest with you. I don't know if he's going to be able to play maybe that light punch, to check her with any sort of dash-ins or anything like that. Again, too, he's not only got to deal with her being in his face, he also has to deal with her bolt charges. And I think that adds just a whole other layer that is so difficult to combat against when you have such a large character like Abigail.
You probably have to maybe think about staying at a distance where you start finals crushing when the kick confirms. Easier said than done, obviously. But if she changes that up, that's going to be hard. And big jump in right here. Round start has already put Lad in the corner, but the back fierce. That is one defensive option. It may not be the best, but it's definitely one defensive option. You have to pull out every so often, because the shift of the hurt box is able to avoid a lot of, some situations if they're not tight on the knees. Nice anti-air too. Starting to be a little bit better for Bartlad in terms of finding confirms, but he's still stuck in the corner. We've seen this movie before. I don't want to see it again. I want to see some more games.
Ooh, again, seeing that next confirm there, kind of, checking her coming in, but she had a great activation, lots of great confirms from it too. Ooh, gotta be careful. There's the stun.
You want to learn how to do an infinite? You want to learn how to do an infinite? Light punch, elbow.
You want to not
there
take a
we go.
turn?
Yeah, you don't get to play. But that's the thing about Laura is she keeps it up in terms of pressure. So is Mira, especially when she feels herself. You can tell she's like, okay, I got this one. I'm going in. Look at that ball charge. Look at that. He doesn't know what to do. That block, of course it's blocked. And look at how much time she's got. A day and a half. She can set her schedule and come back later, make a sandwich, eat that sucker, watch a soap opera, and come back and get a big punish. And keeps the pressure on in this corner against Barlad. Jumps away from the throw. She's looking like she's about to have a nice day. She's almost done.
Great block though on the cross up there from Blarlad, able to land it just a little bit longer. Had the V trigger on deck too. No activation yet though. Backing it off. Oh, there it is.
Just as big a whip as Magneto coming through with the sub. Much love for that tier 1 dog. About to see Barlad make a comeback. If he can land his hits, you don't jump neutral. You don't jump neutral. But it's a deer in the headlight situation. You can study all day, but when the test is in front of you, you feel different. It just hits different. When the test is in front of you, it just hits different. Just as Barlad lands around the board, finally swinging things back. Desperate play, but it's starting to work out for him.
Yeah, it definitely worked out there, and just a very unfortunate neutral jump that did not work in Mira's favor. But Blarlad looking pretty clean here, cleaning things up a little bit, keeping the pressure often. Nice use of the V reversal back then. Oh, but Mira, oppressive right now.
I think she understands that she has to go in, right? She has to go in. She has to deal with this character before they hit trigger, because that's been a big pain point for her, at least in the last round.
Yeah, and again, too, I think it's very difficult to find an opportunity to, you know, pop out a light punch or, you know, find some activation point or opportunity to use meter.
But good that he's already V reversal. That's going to be off the table for a while. It's like V trigger, if it even happens. So Mira definitely looking super solid right here. Look at her. She knows where this is headed to. V reversal's gone. There's no trigger to save you. Back fierce on that wake up right there. EX back fierce again from Blarlad to take it. This is again the problem with this character. He can still make up the return and then some. No receipt because this man has the damage to do it.
Yeah, that's the thing. You gotta play when you're facing against a character that has such high damage and doesn't need a ton of confirms to get the job done. You gotta play super clean. You can't make mistakes, and unfortunately Mira did. So Blarlad gonna even up across the board, you know, making the adjustments. That first couple matches there was looking a little rough, but pulling through.
To say the least, that was looking stressed, like he took a bad test. Like he definitely was back against the wall, but he's starting to find the answers. He's got the cheat sheet in his hand, and all it says is damage. It's misspelled, because you know that's how Abigail players would do it. It's misspelled. The A is a 4, but you know what? Whatever gets the job done. Crush finds its mark, and Mira taking to the corner. But the EX, I love these options for defense. Just using the armor to blow through some of this offense. The strings where you know they're not real and catch them, but can call this jump in though, in the throw.
Ooh, but a great neutral jump out of that second throw there. Gonna able to get something cooking. Oh, but Mira has a throw of her own, going in with the activation. Lots of pressure now, following up the bolt charge.
Use the EX, using that. I'll explain it later. But Blarlad with the confirm, the V trigger finish right there. He did the. It's like a jump EX command grab. It's hard to explain. I damn near forgot about it because I'm half asleep because of this allergy stuff. But I'll tell you one thing, it's ridiculous and it takes a lot of work. You see him do the jump up a little bit and go for the EX command grab right there on the wake up. That's very typical. Able to save himself, but right now Mira's going in. Like the games are over. It's time to stop playing around. I'm up in this difficulty up to the most extreme, but yo, the jump back and the EX still stuck in the corner.
Yeah, I was not able to make that connect. Nice use of the V reversal, combat against the bull charge. Crush counter going in. Ooh.
Crouching kick, no confirm. Those are so desperate. Like you have to have it. Calls out the V reversal. Now she's starting to look out for that option. Fades away. What a bait. That's meter off the table and that damage on the deck. Final game, final round. We are not having washes here. There ain't no washes here. It's going on the wire quite a bit out here. Wednesday Night Fights tonight.
Yeah, definitely showing there is a lot to prove and a lot to fight for right now. Blarlad's still trying to hold on, but so is Mira.
She's doing good. It's just these situations, these minute situations where he's able to kind of pull things back, maybe using armor or, you know, the empty EX command grab jump that he used before, or just other options where he's able to just kind of stop that offensive approach where she's been running, right? But at the same time, she's starting to acclimate to those. We've seen her deal with the V reversal, and now checking her outside the skies is laughing. He's still stuck in the corner. The cross up blocked. Ooh, not a counter hit, but this is, and into the super C8. This is a bad situation right here.
Yeah.
This is looking terrible.
Yeah, especially because Barlad's huge life lead. So he's got to play clean, but oh, Mira, nice confirmed activation. Lots of power behind these buttons.
Raw overhead, the stun, this might be done. This is a big boy, but she does a lot of damage, and it is Mira takes it over Barlad. She took everything. Man. The house, the car, the keys, the dog. You came home to nothing. Just an empty plot of land. Barlad is out and Mira is in, taking it again and moving on and loser side.
Yeah, definitely. Oh man, I think, you know, we already kind of went in knowing this might be a difficult match for Abigail, and kudos to Barlad. You know, he really shined through and showed that, hey, I know I got some tough spots. I know there's a couple moments that might be a little rough, but you know, he used the armor for a great defensive option. He was able to use the unblockables again too, and kind of pull things together. But Mira is just a force to be reckoned with.
Absolute thief.
Is on another level, another plane, another existence. She's the fifth dimension when it comes to Laura.
That she definitely was on some third eye stuff. She was woke with it. They said, open your third eye. But that's the thing with the character. I mean, there was opportunities for him to do something. It wasn't like it was a straight robbery, but definitely that was you called the 911 on that one. And we're gonna be calling some more matches here as we get on here. Looks like we're still on the loser side of things. So Chris T coming up against Fakito. This looks like a run back. Fakito was the one who sent them, or no wait, it's not a run back. It's a run back. I don't know. I thought I heard on Plug Stream that he lost to Fakito. Maybe Chris T put Fakito down to losers. It doesn't matter. What we're gonna see is some great action, people. It's going to be Christy coming back in the bracket with that Akuma that's looking super solid. It may not look like the best Akuma, but it's his natural ability to acclimate with Shotos, have those confirms, and his great footsies that are taking him really far. And sometimes you don't have to be super technical with a character. You just kind of play really strong with your innate ability to be strong with any character that you pick, right? Obviously, he's put work into the character. Don't get me wrong, but it's definitely being carried by his footsies, and that means he's gonna be even stronger later on as he gets more and more of his character. Falls to the fireball, unfortunate. Fakito eating another one from the skies.
Oh man,
that's unfortunate. You're already in the corner. Round start.
Yeah, and looks like bringing him on and taking some of that power, that sweet Akuma power for himself. Fakito looking a little nice right now. You know, Chris T in the corner. Ooh.
Axe kick, the one that they all complain about. Even Akuma players are on the Twitter talking about. But the back throw, this character still has a lot of tools of his own. Wakes up with the light. Now,
this is what I'm talking about. Playing hot potato with his body. You cannot get out of that. All right, Christy got the activation on deck, but you're gonna DP through those fireballs. Ooh. Hit on the low.
Round 2. Good stuff right there from Fakito. Get the follow-up. You know, I like the chase down right there, and I like him smoothing through the fireball too as well, saying, look, if you throw out these fireballs errantly, I'm going to, you know, make you pay and then some. The heavy kick, the check, you have to pay the toll. Get the change out of your drawer, dog, and pay the toll. You're paying the fine, and that is damage. Put him down to the ground again. I don't know what that was. Yo, Fakito you gotta calm down, bro. Get into a hyper with the a little bit too much of that cane. He bounced off the walls, and you see the problem. Now Chris T is in V-trigger. Gets to make the comeback. He's landing the crunching medium kick, though.
Ooh, Christy definitely, the anti-air on the dive kick.
And he did that raw. He did that sucker raw. There's no EXDP on that. Gore Ramsey slammed the dust. He's raw. He's tossing it against the wall. You're an idiot sandwich. Listen, I haven't had much sleep, so you're gonna be hearing a lot of the different type of commentary tonight. But that's what makes Wednesday Night Fights so great. You know, that's we get to be a little special out here with it.
get a little silly. It's always
idiot
fun.
Sandwich.
Let's do this.
No, I just wonder how much food is just wasted from someone slightly burning something, and he's just like slamming it against against like a wall, and it's just like
It just yeets it into the crowd.
and we're just like, oh, this food's good. Like they got their food. This is delicious. They're just still eating. They're fine with it. Just as like I'm fine with this man going with the Ken pick. God damn.
Oh,
I don't know nothing
man.
about Gordon Ramsay. Don't you ever say it to me again, Bravo. I have watched not only the English versions of Gordon Ramsay, but the awful American ones. I can definitely speak to Ramsay. Just like my man can speak to these DPs. He has a better answer for the Axe. He feels more comfortable, even though the DPs are better for Akuma. Just, I feel like the DP nature that he is more accustomed to is with Ken. I can't believe he brought it out. He brought it out.
Yep, gonna see banana hair Ken, you know, letting his locks loose right now. And Christy looking pretty good with the Ken pick. And you know, I don't think it's a terrible idea. I can respect the fact that he'd go with something he's really familiar with, but man, Flaquito is on another level right now. He learned from his past mistakes.
Yeah, he finally landed. He heard us talking to Mets about that. Here's the activation. Finds off the EX Fireball. Gets a DP ender right here. The double dash. That throw, though. Christy catches him. The Fireball. Look at this play right here. You can definitely tell he's definitely accustomed to it. The jumping fierce. Christy's aggression. When he smells blood, there's a shark in the water.
Yeah, looking very nice right now. Gonna get sucked in, though. That's a little unfortunate.
Gonna spin it just yet. He's wait for that good moment, because the DP actually that he gets from the suck is pretty damn good in terms of, you know, adding a little bit more damage and a few more hits on some of the combos as well.
Ooh, there's that axe kick we all know and hate. I can't say love. Oh no, the punish on the Tatsu. That's unfortunate. Gotta be careful too. Building up lots of stun. Got the activation going.
XDP though caught him coming in, closed the door in his face. Sorry, said come back tomorrow, Flaquito. Match point.
Ooh, again, starting out the round same way. Got that suck in. Gonna give him a little bit of an advantage here.
And with the Hoover. Access is on the cross punch. What a whip punish right there to put this person in the corner. EX. Then this guy to put him down with the hand. EX DP trying to get the stun and done. This time, Flaquito's definitely not.
Oh, the DP into activation.
Careful though. I was about to say careful though. One more good sequence could do it. Expect the turn. Is he getting hit? DP was just too far out.
Yeah, the range is just not quite there. Very unfortunate. Christy's still holding on. A little bit of we saw this story play out in the last round, and he's like, I don't know if you guys were reading, so I'm gonna read it to you again. Don't know if you guys were listening there.
I can't believe he DP'd that EX Tatsu right there. Like that's happened so many times where he's been raw DP, just unabashed, unashamed, just like listen. It got thrown in my face before. Gordon Ramsay screamed at me. I almost got cut from the show, but I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. See what he does, and it works out. You know, Flaquito moving on over Christy, even with the Ken pick. I feel like the momentum was there, but you see the problem with the character. You see the problem with Ken, just that neutral just isn't there. And that V trigger, the comeback, you know, robbery that's there for all other characters is not there for Ken as much. You know, Ken loves to play and put you in the corner. Mid screen, you know, things aren't as fun. And but it's good to see that Christy also has the Akuma pick on the deck too as well. You know, because who knows what happens in the patch? Maybe I'm a liar and they buff Ken. They're like, you know what? Let's buff Ken. What if they do that? But if they don't, he's still got Akuma, which will always be top 5 no matter what. Even if he goes down a slight bit or whatever, that character will always be super strong. So good to have something strong on the deck, and we're gonna have more matches on the deck for you guys. Make sure you guys are running !Matcherino in the chat. Run it like that. Put that promo code in WNF2020 for that free 50-cent donation. We're at 41.30, so let's make it higher. There's promo codes on the right-hand side. It's super easy. Via's even showing you how to do it on the screen. It is so easy. It's just as easy as picking a top tier and feeling good about yourself when you make those wins.
Absolutely. And you can complete sponsor quests as well on the right-hand side. If you don't got a little extra change and you already entered in that code to, you know, buff up that sweet, sweet prize pool. It gives the players something to fight for, you know. It's going to be a lot of fun. It brings the heat, and the higher we see that, the more we're gonna bring the heat to the mic.
Yeah, I feel like you want something more. You want that Flex Cola out here. You don't want the diet stuff. You want the good stuff. You want the stuff that makes your stomach hurt right after, but you're like, man, that tastes good going down. I'm telling you. That's what you want. So if you want that, you want good matches, run them codes. And the level of that support. We're running some more matches here. It looks like it's going to be Mira versus Mario. We've seen that quite a bit. Usually, I feel like Mario's the one that usually takes it between the two. You know, even on paper, you know, if Mario runs that, you know, the Karen pick, it's just it's good to fight Laura. You got a way to deal with the footsie game, you know, very strong character. Being able to EX underneath when she throws out the bolt. Crouching mini kick also deals with her bolt pressure as well if you're close enough. And just being able to have an escape option in terms of the EXDP just in case they get going, which we didn't see before against Abigail. And also a 3-framer. Equal, you know, not too bad of a matchup. But, you know, again, what's on paper could be way different. Could be way different. Might be seeing something different here as we are going to get into this match. Trying to see who's going to be moving through the loser side of things.
Round 1.
Yeah, definitely for a chance to move and play against Flaquito. Gonna be interesting already. Mario starting it off strong right now.
Until forgot about the Laura factor. Side switch, but wakes up with the lights. Gets the 4-piece.
Yeah, that's the thing too.
Sweep. Oh, interruption there from Mira. She's like, I know what you're going for. I ain't gonna let you do it. Not today. I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
Got the stun. Closing out that first round. Quick and easy. I was gonna say the nice thing is you can always rely on your light normals. You know, they are a little stubby for Karen, but I think they still are a great job at checking any sort of dash-ins or pressure from Laura. But again, Mira forced to be reckoned with, and once you get it started, it's hard to, you know, stop.
She's really good with that momentum kind of thing right there. Just watch Mario finds the gap, threads the needle, put some damage on the deck. You see that stun that was there, winding down. This is looking great for Mario. Let's see if she can open him up. It's a crouching medium kick.
Yeah, looking. Oh man, that's the thing too. I appreciate Mira following up those bolt charges, keeping the pressure going. But Mario finds his opportunity from that neutral jump. Smart move, going with the forward throw, sending Mira into the corner. Oh.
Light check right there. You know, what's on paper don't always happen what's in the match. And there's so many moments where, you know, you see Mira, she's like, I know what you want to do. Mira's like, I know what you want to do. You want to activate. I'm going to check you for that. You want to check me for my bolts, so I'm going to stay right in front of your face so you can't whip out that crouching mini kick a lot more reliably. And you see that Mans is trying to hold out for that CA finish. Didn't want to do anything else with the bar. Usually that's okay, but like, if you don't want to bust out, I'm gonna keep running my game plan.
Sometimes you gotta use the meter. You don't get it back, or you can always get it back in the next round, but the thing is you don't get it back in the next match. And right now, Mira's 1 up on the board, looking pretty nice.
And the bolts are just coming out, and Mario's just afraid to check. He's like, even at that distance, if I can swing a button, I might be okay, but he's like afraid to get crush countered, put in the corner, but does activate, side switch, using that racket, using the V trigger to do that.
Yep. Dashing in and out, does not want to get caught, sees that Mira's got some meter to play with here. Going with the jump back, again to nice confirm.
I thought that crouching mini kick, that's so important in this match, is really the pressure, but you want to be a little bit farther out, and you see the problem with, like, if you try to throw it out all close and pressing like that. Mira in a good position, punish.
Ooh, going in just a pixel. That throw will definitely do it. You know what else will do it? Huge raid. Party of 20, welcome to WNF. You may now have a seat and enjoy some great Street Fighter 5. Thank you to ESFC Mario. I hope you're rooting for Mario on the screen right now.
Yeah, definitely heard the Mario. He probably heard the theme in the head. He was like, yo, let me get some of them breadsticks. I'm gonna sit down, eat some of these breadsticks, and watch this Street Fighter 5 action. EXVP, we busting out.
Yeah, Mario looking nice. Got the life lead going, trying to find his way out of the corner right now, but ooh, there's the DP. No, get rid of this bolt charge.
Might be too late. All those EXDPs brought him out a little bit too late, though. Reversal caught, denied. caught in the corner. Careful what you do here. Overhead connects, and that'll be that from the tippy toes. He goes out of this bracket. Maria takes it over him, and you saw that she's been using that overhead like perfectly, absolutely perfectly throughout this entire bracket. Just if not just running it in the middle of her game plan, like backing off and saying like, you're just down backing, I'm gonna blow you up for it every single time. That's good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing I have to compliment too with Mira is she used that bolt charge so well to maintain the pressure. I mean, we saw it before. She used it to kind of keep Blarlad in check with the Abigail. Now we're seeing it again. She's using it to keep her pressure and to kind of continue to move in and create that space. And, you know, that setup at the end, you know, you're going to be forced to block either way. And unfortunately, he did the down back and not the up back. Yeah. So, well, I guess just the general back, but
yeah, you know, that's just like, you can see the pensiveness, and that, you know, it probably comes from just her general presence as a player. Like, you don't want to get mixed up by that character. Post on combos are gonna hurt. Also, just the way she plays is when she starts getting that aggression, it builds up more and more, and you don't want to get hit with that stuff. But that also hurts you in trying to find confirms and trying to find your own way out of situations, like out of the corner, stuff like that. And the moment you hesitate, she's on top. So we're moving on the bracket, and looks like we're gonna move on the bracket too. Winner side of things here, Pink versus Luigi. We've seen this so many times before. You know, Pink trying to move on into the grand final side. Let's see if we can do it over Luigi here. Let's see if, you know, I'm curious to what will be picked here, because we saw Pink run the Cody, but, you know, against Luigi's characters, that's not going to be a fun pick. You know, Cody doesn't do too well against G and against Guile. You know, projectile characters or characters with the command grab, especially with G, are going to put a problem for Cody. You don't have that 3-frame. You don't have much to check with. You can get the damage going, but it might be difficult. So I'm curious to see who's going to play. You know, it could be just going back to Karen. You know, even though those matchups aren't super fun still, you can still definitely run the Karen and, you know, make the return, make it a little bit closer.
Yeah, definitely. I think the Karen's definitely going to be the smart pick here, but, you know, this is Pink. We've seen Pink pick Sim in grand finals, so you never know what is going on through his head. You know, it really is whatever he wants to play, or sometimes what his chat picks for him to play. So gonna see the pick right here.
I wish I was in that chat so I could have told him to play some Zeku. I wanted to see some Zeku tonight. But right now we're seeing the Cody. You know, people, you know, they kind of sleep on this character a little bit. I know he's not that strong. His neutral is okay. You know, a lot of it's made up because of the D trigger. But I still think he's pretty well in the confines of Street Fighter V. I still think he's it just takes a little bit more work. You got to put your back into it. You saw, you know, someone make the CPT with it. Someone with good footsies can definitely run this game of this character. You're seeing it right here. Someone with good footsies can run the game plan very well. He's already got the start.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about too. Cody, big damage. You know, you gotta be careful, and unfortunately too, Luigi finding a little bit of a way out here.
The sway, the callouts on the sway. That is ridiculous. The homie's been swaying through, and if you're Luigi, you gotta start to stagger some of your hits here, because Luigi definitely is like, you know, throwing out things that Punk has been shooting on through, but good jumping, good crush too. They get to the corner.
Yep, following up the throw, got the sonic booms, keep the pressure going. Ooh, nice anti-air, said stay over there.
Careful now. I can't believe Pink is walking him down. The boom game does come through though, as Luigi finds to confirm. He's a heavy kick as well. Ooh, but the confirm from Punk, using a heavy punch, that extended range, you cannot unload for free. One more hit to do it.
Yep. Oh man. Both players right now too have full meter. Might see the chip here from Luigi, but doesn't need it. Gonna go with the anti-air to finish off the match. Or the round, sorry.
Yeah, the great thing about Guile is he's got so many options that he can present. He's a buffet of anti-air. You gotta know which ones to use in the right way, but works out in the clutch. And you see the difficulty also of making the comeback. Even with the knife, it's not really the best way to deal with projectile characters. So Pink trying to find a way to get these confirms, and here we go, crush. That buff this season is real big for this character. Run the corner game, the strike throw game, and you could be possibly taking this just like that.
Yeah, definitely looking very nice, taking the round. One up on the board for Pink.
Cody wins.
I'm telling you, you don't need Sometimes if you're just a good enough player, you don't need to have like intricate things. You don't need to have intricate setups and stuff like that. He's just running a great footsies game. He's setting up the crouching fierce as a crush or a confirm. He's setting up that EX zonk, and he's also setting up this walk down pressure where Luigi doesn't even feel comfortable throwing out the booms. The sway's coming out, but not all the time, so it's enough to put Luigi off. And Luigi, it's the onus is on him to stop the options. What a jump in! Round start to side switch. No, it doesn't even go. Man, I got mixed from Cody. How's that even possible?
Yeah, definitely Luigi needs to kind of find his momentum here. You know, as you said before, he's missing out on these opportunities to use the sonic booms to kind of regain the spacing. Got the activation going, but oh man, that's unfortunate. All right, crush counter, slowly finding his way out of the corner.
Got a lot to work with in terms of bar, but doesn't have a lot of health, so you can't be with him. No lack or slack, dash up tech. He's throwing it out, and Luigi's not even answering back. Does get the jump. EX edition right here for the follow-up, that rainbow edition. I love that. Back throw over the shoulder. Another one. Gotta get that stun
Another one.
No, hit him with a DJ Khaled. Oh, you thought? Pink though, he was awake. Hey, look at that chip. The dash up EX. Are you kidding me? The dash up EX. The All-American with the side of fries.
Really?
Right now.
Alrighty, looks like Luigi kind of finding his momentum again here. Oh, interesting little quip there.
Yeah, a little interaction of
It's Street Fighter 5. It's Street Fighter 5.
Sometimes it just happens like that. Yo, walk up throw. Pink, when he feels that there's moments of pressure, he's doing great. But we see him take a lot of throws, and it stands the reason why. Like you don't want to check anything. You don't have a 3-frame. You don't have a DP. So the situation you have to be careful. So trying to walk in, Luigi started to acclimate a little bit better. He's got the sort of position. He's not one to back down. Careful about getting hit.
Yeah, Pink had the activation here right now, but Luigi's still looking pretty nice. But ooh, Pink's able to close it.
Pink trying to get that 2 up on the board. Get that advance.
Yeah, mind you too, I'm staring at that critical art that Luigi's got rocking right now. Finally able to use meter, got the X-Sonic Boom, following up with the throw. Again, he keeps walking back. He's not really keeping this pressure going on Pink. And Pink is just gonna take his turn if you let him.
I feel like he's been trying to charge behind some of the normals, but they've kind of been getting crushed a couple of times, so he's like kind of careful about throwing it out, but it also kind of sticks down his charge time. It allows Pink to kind of walk up and get the throw pressure. That's fighting zoners 101 right there. It's like if you see them down backing like that, and you know that they're going to try to charge up something or whatever, you know that you can maybe try to get something going. I don't think he's going to get anything going off of this. Walks up with the punish. Luigi not getting a full one though. Oh, that could have been a lot more.
Yeah, not a lot built off of that. Luigi gonna give Pink a chance. You know, live another day. But now he's keeping this pressure going. Got the Sonic Booms coming out. Following up with the kick. All right.
More knives. You're gonna walk this down all nice and easy.
Ooh, again, great anti-air. The forward heavy kick.
That is such a great option to catch throw baits right there. The dash up, try to tech, no go. 1-to-1. So that's looking close. I feel like Luigi's starting to understand where he can place his shots a little bit better and how he can play the zoning game a little bit better. Pink's walk down pressure is great, but it's not carrying him enough all the way. Will Pink switch at this point? I feel like at this point, Luigi might have gotten a hole in this matchup enough, but he's sticking with it.
Yeah, sticking with it, kind of finding his flow now, but again, Pink starting off the round very strong. Going in for throw, keep Luigi in the corner.
Boom game coming through. Sway not going for a punish. That is punishable. I know people are talking about in the chat. Sway's -7 and 6. Maybe the distance he doesn't want to throw out the sweep and get punished for it. But yo, the back throw, the wait and bait. And that's the thing about the Sway is at max distance you really have to have something labbed out, ready to make sure that you have like the right answer, because there could be a follow-up air throw though, falling with the legs off the ground.
Yeah, seeing that pressure going with the Sonic Booms. Trying to put a little bit of a confirm there on the low. Ooh, nice check. Going with EX, following up with the throw.
Oh. EX though, this is where it changes. We're done playing neutral. I'm in. He's got to stay in. And that's kind of the name of the game. Luigi going with the pressure after the EX knockdown right here. Glooms again. At this distance, is going to be hard to deal with. Anti-air.
Got the forward throw going, pushing Luigi back into the corner. Oh, but Luigi wants his way out. Whew.
That Gray Life made that throw hurt a lot more. And you see the Gray Life just building up a lot from the knife too. What's really good about, one good thing about that is that you get to build up a lot of Gray Life, but that robbery factor is just not there. It's all footsies. It's all that honest play that people love. Maybe looking for that like confirm in the super. He knows he's got those hit confirms into the CA finish. Will Luigi let him have it?
Yeah, Luigi. Oh, so close right now.
Don't do it. Don't let him have it. Don't let him have it, says Luigi.
Oh man, and he doesn't. Going in with the kick again, able to pull it through. Right at the end there.
Think he wanted that. All he wanted was that standing medium kick. He's doing it for the soldiers in this chat. Doing it for the soldiers in the chat. I get it, dog. You gotta finish off Luigi first. You gotta really maybe get 2 up on the board. Buffer off the fierce though. Gets the EX, heavy kick Ruffian for that full corner push and the throw as well. Oh, you thought the wait and bait.
Ooh, and the stun with the throw. Oh.
Ah man, I told him to go back to the character select screen. He ain't doing it, and he's a better person than I am because he knows that if he can get in, he can get the job done, right? He knows how Luigi plays, and that's starting to help him out. Missed flash kicks are equaling damage. When he gets in, it's equaling damage. When his finals confirms, it's equaling damage. If he's at a close-up distance and he knows that Luigi's afraid to press a button, EX on. I'm definitely in.
Yeah, it was really unfortunate there. And again, too, you know what else is equaling damage? Getting put into the corner. We're seeing Luigi in that space a lot, and Pink's able to really just be oppressive, as we're seeing right here, too. Pink going in. Ooh, finally finding that nice confirm on the crush counter. Ooh, and a great air throw.
Yeah, as soon as you see them put down, as soon as you see them in the sky, it's one of the better anti-air options. As soon as you see them in the skies, you put them down to the ground. When you're trying to get the pressure, reversal from Pink, putting the Gray Life on the deck as well. Red Life, building up. A lot of Gray Life, I should say, building up. V reversals again. I like him switching this option, V reversaling. He's got the lead, he doesn't trigger, and he also is putting himself on match point. Pink, 1 away from Grand Finals winner's side. He did it in LBC, he wants to do it here again.
Yeah, wants to be the king of both coasts, but right now Luigi is the obstacle in his path and looking pretty nice right now, walking Pink down into the corner, kind of going back and forth. All right, Pink got the activation on deck.
The thing about that 2-bar, you get it real quick. You can spend that sucker and then run your game plan. Try to get the sway, but Luigi at this max distance to throw out the booms, and now understanding the range of the sway. It looked like he was a little bit befuddled before. Never mind, Pink's in. Has the finals confirms, has the finals hits.
All right, got the V reversal, keeping the pressure out. Ooh, but Pink finds the confirm with the crush counter, but the wake up flash kick.
That all American. Some pokes right here. EX.
Oh.
Anti-air jab. I love that crouching light punch right there. You gotta choose your jump a little better in the timing. But Pink finds the timing for the super, dials that sucker out, and this is enough for the kill. Pink will be moving on winner side grand finals.
Cody wins.
And let me tell you something, Maddie. It's not that it's preferred. It's that Pink wants to play this way, and he gets to have it his way. He gets to have the ba-da-ba-ba-ba. He loving it, because he definitely loving on. Moving on to the winner's side. Now, I was talking about this before. It's not about the tech. He just has the confirms. He's got the footsies. You don't need to worry about, oh, is this the right, proper way to play? Because he's so far ahead in terms of the footsie game that he's able to run this character optimally in that way, right? There's probably some dude with like, yeah, if I hit you from this distance with a knife, you come down a trajectory of 90 degrees and I can hit you with another. And it doesn't matter to him. He's just gonna walk you down and find these hits, and he knows how people play, so that all equals a big W for him. Luigi, however, is not out, and I'm curious to see if they run into each other, how will we dealing with the sway. That was a big pain point for the entirety of that match, and if they run it back, I'm curious to see if he's got an answer, like a real answer for that.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting. And the thing I have to appreciate too is, you know, some people can view that the trigger pick with the knife is a little bit weaker, and in some cases it definitely can be. But, you know, the thing is, Pink isn't relying on the knife to get the job done. You know, that's not his comeback factor. We talked about this before, too, with Seth's comeback factor, you know, utilizing that V-trigger pick with the orb. But in this case, Pink's just relying on those great normals, those great neutral buttons, you know, and big damage to pull it together and pull it through. And I think that's where he's really excelling with the Cody pick, not because of the V-trigger pick, but because of the character.
I kind of enjoy seeing other options, like, you know, they may be even weaker, like in on a meta thing or on a paper thing. And obviously you want to have all the great options on deck at your disposal, right? And sometimes they don't work out, sometimes they do, but I like seeing that variety. I feel like Street Fighter V has opened up a lot more this season to allow people to choose different options. They may not be as good as the other options, but they're not completely useless, right? Like they're not, you know, whatever. At the same time, someone like Pink, it's gonna take someone like that who's great footsies to kind of run that stuff. So the possibility is there, just obviously be like Pink. But we're gonna be moving on loser semis right here. Lakido versus Mira.
Gonna say, talk about footsies. We got Mira up on deck, going with the Laura pick, and Flaquito with the Sagat. Gonna be interesting for sure. Gotta play a lot of that fireball game, which I think Mira's gonna struggle a little bit with here, because Mira really excels being able to get in, and she can't get in if you got a fireball in your face. Ooh, but she finds it there.
I mean, this matchup, I just, you know, it's one of those things where you get to experience the joys of playing this character. It's like, you want to keep this lead as much as possible. Don't let her get in, because then you get to experience the joys of playing a character that's super weak. But he's doing great with these PPs. Great with keeping out, and that's not an invincible option. That's a dead ass guess right there. Careful with that overhead connects. Careful, don't get robbed right here.
Using the V reversal.
Overhead. Yeah.
Oh, the confirm on the low. I actually really like the Sagat pick here. You know, his fireball game is really strong, and I think, again, we're seeing it here. Mira's really struggling to find her opportunities to get in, and Flaquito is finding his ways to keep her out. Ooh, but Mira already starting off looking good. Got the triple grab. All right.
Lockdown pressure. EX gets the knockdown, goes for the advantage right there. There's not many times this character has advantage, can keep going through, but you know, when he gets to EX, he can kind of play a little bit more in terms of getting that rushed out pressure. EX to eliminate the fireball pressure. Too far out. She's trying to figure out a way to get to the fireballs. It's always been a pain point for this character. Characters with fireball pressure can definitely do some damage, but here she is doing some damage against Lakido. Has to has to put some defense. And this is the problem. You cannot come back with this character. It's going to be super hard to make this comeback.
Absolutely no. And the thing is, dude, not relying on that V trigger, wants to use a V reversal, you know, to his opportunity. Gonna have to be careful there. Ooh, backing up a little bit. Oh, but you're gonna get grabbed. Is that what Laura does best?
That's the other side of it, you know.
She takes you for a spin.
It's over.
She takes you for a spin like you a brand new car.
She ain't bringing that sucker back nice and clean, I'll tell you that. I don't know what happened, officer. I don't know what happened, car dealership. I messed up, but, you know, it ain't my fault. All right, so Keo doing really good right here. Activation. This is where you have to play. There are rounds where you're going to lose. It's kind of like saying there are rounds where you're just going to have rounds where you lose, right? As Sagat, you have to be like, okay, that's fine. Next round, next game. Let's keep it going.
Definitely looking very nice, very clean. Again, this is what I'm talking about. This great fireball pressure really proving to be difficult too. Ooh, getting clipped a little bit there. And the thing is too, you're gonna force her to spend that meter to try to get in. Lakido, one up on the board. This is what I'm talking about.
They say Sagat don't win no matchups, but to be honest, you know, the thing about Sagat is before people start, you know, Sagat is the weakest character. He is the weakest because when you take away those moments where he loses a lot of health, where he has a lot of health, where you put him on the back foot, it's hard for him to come back, right? It's real hard for him to come back, and that's the difficulty. He's great when he play perfect, but you can't always play perfect. That's the stress of this character. But Flaquito is definitely playing real great, damn near perfect, keeping Mira out.
Absolutely. Ooh, and he is going in. Got the EX Tiger knee and the stun. Oh, grabbing the heart from his chest.
Round 2.
Looking nice.
That's match point. That's match point right there. They're gonna start saying, oh, he's good. This character's actually good. You start seeing the clips, but here's the crush, and this is the problem. On the back foot, the double overhead, she goes for it. She's been doing that a lot today. People ain't ready for it. They ain't aware and awake. She has a lead, good buffer though, using that spacing. Once he uses the knees to put her at that space where you can run the fireball game and then DP any jump in just like that.
You can't jump in. How is she gonna get in? Right now, it's looking struggling. Mira activation. All right, got the charge a little bit there.
You gotta get in. You gotta do something. This is looking long. This is looking peak. One more. Okay, with the throw.
All right, going in.
Yes.
Oh,
Wait.
clip on the charge there. Oh man, finds the connection. Oh, Mira lives to see another day.
You see this is what I'm talking about, people. This is the difficulty. Once everything is away, it's hard to play. When you are Sagat, you're definitely on the back foot in terms of having that comeback. You know, but she did. But at the same time, Laura did have to work to get in. I'm not gonna. It is what it is. But the robbery factor, that's one thing you have to worry with. The chaos. Laura lives better in that chaos. And you want to have the stable situations when you're Sagat. That doesn't always happen. Still, Flaquito on that point. Here's the EX to blow to the limb, put the arm on the deck, the tech to stay alive, but getting closer to this corner. You don't want to be here. You want to get out.
Yeah, ooh, right now he's looking a little scary right there in corner. Found his way out with the tiger knee. Kind of backing it up a little bit.
EX to follow up in terms of getting the spacing. Willing to use those knees. They're not the best, you know, they're really not the best in this game, but he's willing to use that for the spacing to get that perfect knee spacing. Get in and, you know, she's getting in trade. That could have been a trade EX, but he wasn't ready. He still has her in the corner, crouching medium punch for the finish. Flaquito doing it with the Sagat.
Man, I think I want to say this might have been a bit of a counter pick on Flaquito's part, you know, knowing Mira's gonna whip out the Laura, and Laura struggles to get in when characters have such great projectile game, such great fireball game. A little bit of a counter pick on Flaquito's part, but really, really smartly played, really clean. You know, you mentioned this before. It's a character that there's not a huge comeback factor on him. You know, it's very difficult to kind of make that comeback and that huge jump and get that damage out there. But he played it smart. He played it great from the start. He played it smart, and he is gonna move on to face against Luigi for a chance into grand finals.
Are we going to be seeing that rematch? Luigi starting to understand how to deal with the sway? Or is it going to be Flaquito playing all day? People, losers finals right here. And I'm really curious to see what Flaquito's going to be running, because I don't think any of these characters are that Luigi has are going to be good with Sagat. So it's probably going to go back to the Seth pick. So if you wanted to see some more Sagat, you might be in trouble. You might be seeing some more I almost said Street Fighter 5, some more Seth Fighter 5. That's the real name. What am I talking about? Seth Fighter 5, because that character is so strong, and Flaquito's been using that character as well. Haven't seen so much of the Sakura, so against Guile and G, I feel like those are really good picks, but can he land those V-trigger confirms? Like, we haven't really seen him. He didn't do it so much in the beginning. He started to figure it out as, you know, the matches have been going on. Can he start using V-trigger in a way to make people waste resources, or more importantly, open them up and get the damage?
Yeah, again, too, if he goes with the Seth pick, he's going to have to play really clean, especially if he's going with the orb for the V-trigger. You know, we saw him struggle at the first match, able to pull through, and then the second match definitely looking a lot better. We are seeing the Seth there. V-skill 2, V-trigger 2, and of course, Luigi going with his president of the world, the G pick.
Wow, he's sticking with it. He's sticking with the triggers. That is V-trigger 2. Again, you know, even if it's weak, you know, some people they find success with it. Can you do that here, though? You got a little bit more room to play and suss out things, but you also that might give them room to kind of adjust and get their own aggression started, right? Heavy kick, raw, and you see that max distance that Luigi again is trying to play at where it's going to be uncomfortable. Finds a crush, gets the EX, back fierce V skill, you know it.
Yeah, and mind you, too, Luigi is the one that sent Flaquito into losers. So it's a little bit of a rematch here. Gonna see some nice action. Already looking much stronger this time around, too. Both characters, V-trigger on deck. There's the activation, using it.
I feel like that jump, a medium punch. The second one was definitely a splash, trying to get the fault confirmed, but he's still getting this confirmed right here. Back here against E-skill. Has trigger on the deck. No more trigger for you though, Flaquito. You might have to use this next one for like the reversal. Heavy kick finds the activation point. This is the danger of this character. When you have a lead and you have trigger, and then when you are Seth and you can't make a comeback, right? You don't have V-trigger on the deck to save you from these dire points. Like, Seth's a great character, don't get me wrong, but that V-trigger one's so great about making that comeback. That's not here with V-trigger 2.
Yeah, and the thing to consider too, if you have life lead, if G has the resource lead, he's got the lead. Plain and simple. He might have like half bar, quarter bar of health compared to you, but if he has the resources, he's got the lead. And right now, though, Flaquito looking pretty nice with the set, almost at stun. That'll do it.
Get it done. Yes, that's good stuff from Flaquito, getting the aggression. I feel like the rounds he's gonna win, they have to be just mowing down this character. That's how you fight G just in general. Your character has to mow down G. There should be no activation point. Those are the lucky days right there where you go and you buy a lottery ticket and you're like, damn, I'm gonna make some money today. Because like you were lucky that this character's not activated. But it may not look like that right now. Luigi with a great lead right here in a great position. Doesn't get the crouching kick. That's so unfortunate. Doesn't get the follow-up, I should say, off the EX.
Ooh, talk about a great lift from Luigi right there. Gonna keep Flaquito back in the corner. Flaquito trying to find some kind of small confirm here too. He's got V-trigger on deck, so definitely looking to see if he can confirm into it.
He's so desperate to try to find something. That's why the crouching kick EX. The corner push right here. Okay.
Got the forward throw. All right, got to make the magic happen, Captain. Luigi also V-trigger on deck. This is what I'm talking about when you give him the lead and resources.
Oh, no. Let him activate. You gotta kill this character. Do it now, Gohan. Do it now.
Oh man, talk about defense from Luigi.
I can't believe he jabbed and it was still out there. He still stuck his hand in the fire and didn't get burned. How did he time? He didn't time that. There's no way he timed that. He just was like, you know what if I think it's over. I'm gonna take a guess. And Crouch jabbed his way to victory. I can't believe he just put his hand and he's like, see, not burnt. He's one of those you look the weird kids back in the day, like in high school, like you'd be at like a barbecue or something and they were like open pit fire. They'd be like, oh, cool, I could do. They put their hand in the fire, they'll get burned. He's like, how do you do that? He's like he's that weird kid. Luigi's that weird kid. Let me find out you do that, Luigi. You're a great player.
Yeah, well, Luigi.
I can't believe he did that. That's ridiculous. Anyway, he gets one on the board. With going with the aggression. Cross-cut DP. Good stuff right there to check him leaving. You got to put the damage on the deck when they try to leave. I like that.
Absolutely. I like going with the DP to check the body splash there. I think that was a really smart move on his part because, don't want to give him the advantage with the body splash even if he ends up on the other side. So, looking pretty nice right now.
Yeah, Luigi with a great lead right here. Trying to play that nice and easy neutral game. Like, you know what Flaquito's going to do. And everything that he wants to do is going to be somewhat obvious, yeah. EX at that distance, trying to find a way in. If you B-skill, you want to be -2 in his face, so he doesn't want to do that yet. But he just have to find an activation point, and that's been the problem. There hasn't been many activations that have saved him so much or helped him out the buffer off the light. What a whip punish. And following it up, Luigi trying to get 2 up on the board, trying to make this a clean sweep and put his rematch on the board against Pink.
Yeah, Luigi right now looking very strong. And again, we cannot rely on that V-trigger 2 to be the comeback factor. You gotta use the V reversals to keep the pressure off. You gotta use it too to waste resources right now. Nice anti-air from Luigi. Ooh, miss on the throw. You're gonna get punished.
I missed. I love when he says that. That is the greatest thing. Because that's what the G player is saying too. DP follow. Doesn't spin the bar because he knows that's not going to get up for the stun. Activation point for Luigi. Trying to get the follow up, get it done. DP sent back down to the ground. But the dash up command grab. He stayed there for how many frames? 12 damn long frames. Let me take you to the corner for that.
Yep, going in command grab a second time. And my man's got CA on the board. Ooh, and lots of meter building up the stun, but looks like Flaquito got the activation. Oh, just to confirm on the low, gonna hold out.
I feel like the super would have been worth it enough to kill. I think that would have been enough to kill in that position. Like, there may be a lot of scaling, but he didn't want to spend it. Unfortunate. Flaquito coming back. Let's see if Luigi can kind of clean this up, because like that could have been a good moment. You have to brush that off and say, no big deal. I'll play this round perfectly this time. But it is Flaquito with the aggression, building up that stun and pushing Luigi to the corner, try to get it done.
Yeah, backing off right now. Luigi stuck in the corner. This is gonna be a little bit of a scary place to be in against Seth, especially if you got the axe kick, but Luigi is fearless. Went in with a back throw, lots of damage again with critical art on deck. Oh, and he's got V-trigger too.
It don't matter. He don't even need it. He doesn't need the bar at the bottom either. My man's cooking raw on the pan without anything at all. He's one of those people. Just throw the steak on there. I don't need it. I'll let it stick to the pan. I don't care. I'll get another one later. And this is the power of Luigi right here. When he slows things down, it's hard to kind of get an idea of what he wants to do. And Flaquito's panicking, because to be honest, who ain't panicking when you got you caught in the corner?
Yeah, definitely a difficult position. I mean, the thing that I appreciate too, Luigi stuck in the corner did not show that, you know, that was gonna change anything. Went dashed in and got the back throw. I like the confidence.
Hey, you know, the thing about Luigi is he's just a hungry dude. He doesn't want to have to wait for the butter, you know, the oil and stuff like that to simmer. Throws a sucker on the pan. Or I'm sorry, Flaquito. To mix up people. Plus frames right there. Flaquito trying to check that walk back with the crouching knee kick, not happening. Luigi's too far out. But still, Flaquito in a good position. But you know that this could all just turn on with one good confirm.
And that's right that here. Confirm right there. Oh, looking nice. I'm gonna build up lots of stun too. So Flaquito able to wake up though with some buttons of his own. All right, there's the activation. But that's going to get ignored with the V reversal. Ooh.
I like this. This is what he was looking for before. He wanted to find that V reversal kind of situation, but at the same time, he is close to just, you know, blocking out like one or two attacks, or making a crush and then activating, or not even necessary. No problem. Luigi one away. You can make someone V reversal one bar, but when they're that close and they find a crush, you just gave it right back to them. And Luigi with another crush round.
Talk about a crush.
Breaking all the glass. There's 4 windows. He's like, I'm making sure I'm breaking everything on this car. And this is one more sequence. One more after this. What's the wake up option? Is it gonna be another wake up EXDP? He does it again. It's just the perfected.
You know what? You know what Luigi's favorite soda is?
What is it?
It's Crush. Because we just saw how many crush counters from Luigi, pulling it through, reading the wake up DP. He says, nah, not today, not today. Sipping that orange drink, moving on back into grand finals. Gonna get his run back versus Pink.
What a way to go out of the tournament. Absolutely R. Kelly'd. But we are going to be moving on this bracket. I'm not a CPT. I can say these things, okay? Okay. And I'm also going to be looking at the match arena. Let's make sure match arena. WNF2020 SFE for that free 50-cent donation. People, run the code. See, you're making the punt game come out strong when I see the pot go up like this, all right? You want this hot action on the mic and on the sticks for both the players and the commentators. You run them codes, run that love and that support. You got a little scrap, throw it their way. Also, this is all in play for this great series that was running with Wednesday Night Fights and HyperX. First place winner will get the Cloud Atlas 2, the wireless 2, Alloy, Origins keyboard, Pulsefire Haste, and the Quadcast sRGB. And second and third and fourth place will get the Cloud 2 wireless headsets. They'll be running until 12:30, so make sure you guys are participating, commiserating, and crush counterating as we get to this grand finals. Punk/Pink, sorry. I should say Pink, because, you know, Punk had played last week at NLBC, but it's Pink today in grand finals winner side. And then it's Luigi with the run back and loser side. Let's get it, people.
Yeah, Luigi gonna be looking very nice, and I'm sure he's gonna be feeling pretty nice too. He's got a lot of work cut out for him coming in from loser's side. Pink over here in winners, and again too, Pink, you know, threw Luigi back into loser side too. So this is gonna be a little bit of a run back. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And I want to see, I was going to say too, if you guys don't want to hear more of my puns, you should donate to the pot. If I see that pot hit 150, I'll stop with the puns.
No, that's what the people want. That's what the people want. You're going to deprive the people?
Unless they want the puns. You got. I'm giving them incentive here. Because those puns are pretty bad.
You want the puns? This is late night. You want the puns. It's like Pink wants the damage. He just confirms right here the crux. I keep saying it because it's been a while since the Master has pulled out the Cody. I've been seeing Punk run Cody, but not Pink. I haven't seen Pink run this Cody in a long while. A lot of great life on that deck, trying to go for the B-skill, traded, ate a ton of damage off that one fireball, but still has the corner position and the activation of these plus frames.
Yeah, going in, got the activation going. Ooh, and lots of good damage with the confirm. Again, this is a tough position to be in. Luigi trying to find his way out, not gonna jump. Using the Sonic Boom, so I like it. Gotta make him respect the meter.
Jumps in. Doesn't get the win. That could have been a better confirm right there. Taking the fine position, gets the overhead right there. Caught him lacking and slacking. Head was down. Bless the dome. Pink with the first one.
Yeah, the thing is too, we've seen this before, you know, got the Cody and the Guile pick, and Luigi not able to pull through with enough Sonic Booms to kind of keep Pink out of that neutral game, that neutral space. But looking pretty nice right now. He's got that golden health bar. Pink going in with the activation.
See how focused Luigi is on the sway, and then Pink's like, all right, cool, that's off the table. He just rotates his options. Like the sway didn't work out there, but now Luigi's starting to get a little bit better in terms of like dealing with the options that, you know, Pink is presenting just in general. The sway was a problem, but now it's kind of off the board, the distance, and now he finds the moments to go in, the moments to pester, and finds the fireball into the sweep confirm. Luigi getting one on the board here, trying to even things out, trying to get that momentum, but momentum starts with that big jump in right there.
Yeah, definitely starting it off very strong, very nice. Pink kind of playing a little more cautiously, waiting for those opportunities outside of the Sonic Booms. Ooh.
No cross hit right there in terms of like the flash kick. Pink finding counter hit and the super. This won't kill. A lot of damage when it won't kill. You know, it's one of the actually least damaging supers in the game, or maybe mid damaging one or whatever. Like it's not a kill type super, but it does set him in a good position right here. Luigi has to come to him, and he's doing so. He's got the baby boomers on the deck, following behind with dash up throw.
Yep, Pink already had activation. Also, Luigi got full meter on deck, so he just needs to whittle down Pink's health enough to maybe get chip or maybe get something else worked out.
Careful now, one more hit, really one good confirm right here, or one more sequence. Takes a throw to stay alive, but that gray life could be super dangerous right here. Yeah, that's a lot of damage for one crouching light, or medium kicker, sorry. Anti-air, blocked.
All right.
Oh, those sweet raw. What's with these kids?
Oh my goodness. Saw the man walking forward, said, nah, I got something for them shins. You ain't wearing shin guards. This ain't soccer.
Bro, I can't believe. I can't believe he threw out that sweep. He threw that sucker out like it was a medium punch. Like that wasn't gonna get punished if it was blocked. But those risks are what had taken around that maybe, you know, Pink wasn't expecting. It was like, there's no way he would. And Luigi's like, you don't know me that. You don't know me like that.
You know what? If it looks dumb but it works, then it ain't dumb, and that definitely worked in Luigi's favor. One up on the board right now. Going in. Look at
I like the dash after that whiff V-skill right there. He's like, I can do that? Okay. He's starting to figure it out.
Going through. Oh. Finding the connect with the throw. Ooh, Luigi finds his own connection there. Using the baby boomers to his advantage. Following up the throw. Backing off a little bit.
Coming out. No anti-air. Do it the boom to have enough time. Pink knows that he can throw out the knife. But the fireball eliminating that. EX traveling on through. It gets a throw. That's the great thing though about that EX fireball. You get to throw that and set up your pressure right behind it. And it kind of presents a wall that the other person has to deal with it. They don't have meter to eliminate it. They got to hold that. Pink putting it right up on the board, but still close games.
Yeah, definitely looking pretty strong right now for Luigi. Started off. All right, going in. Oh, the crush counter with the EX Zong.
You forgot it was plus, dog. It's not your turn.
No. All right, Luigi taking his turn now, keeping the pressure going. I like this change in his game plan. Back and forth too. Again, very conscious about these neutral buttons. Ooh, but
Flash kick, yeah, gets the distance. And this is the danger right here. When you have so much of a lead, you can play a little bit more in terms of like taking throws and things like that. And Luigi just needs that one good confirm, but Pink landing the confirms, landing the finish.
Evening things out. This is what I'm talking about. Pink with a character that's got some great neutral with Cody. And again, not relying on that V trigger as a comeback factor, relying on those neutral buttons to pull it together.
It's just like the timing of when he wants to press the buttons. He knows when the other person wants to press the buttons and knows when to space himself and knows when to not slow down, because I'm sure Luigi was like, I had to leave, even though I'm back in the corner, I'm cool to play. Like I'm cool to just let you, just back off, and you're going to be on the back foot. But Pink doesn't play like that. We saw the opposites from Luigi, but same thing comes from Pink.
Yep, Luigi got the activation there, throwing out the little baby boomers, getting something started. Break on the throw. All right, Pink activation now. The party is started. He brought a knife to a boom fight.
Hey, it's been working out though. It's been working out, dog. He's a load that boom gun out a little bit more, because Pink's been landing a lot of first back though. This is good. You have this corner control. And Gal's really all about that control, that pressure from the control, and being able to run his game plan. When that's taken away, he doesn't get to play. Good. Take back your turn. Luigi wasn't daring to do the EX flash kick. Pink with the dash up. You see how he doesn't care. He will land what he wants to land. That's not enough for the finish though.
Oh,
you can take this.
Oh, the challenge
away.
On the sweep. I saw that sweep Luigi threw out, and that is unfortunate, because he tried to anti-air tune that jump in, but Punk just stopped right before it. Oh man.
Strong stuff here from Pink. Again, just walking him down. He doesn't. I feel like he doesn't feel any fear. Like in this matchup, he feels like no fear as things go on longer and longer. Here we go. Luigi has to recognize that and say, listen, I can't let the aggressions, fall from my hands. I got to keep the offense going. And he's doing so with the booms, air to air. Follow up, takes back his turn. Luigi, in and out this mid distance, is not letting Pink command that neutral that was going on. Finds a light confirm though. Finds a throw as well.
Yep. Ooh, Luigi playing it risky right now. Pink's got to be very careful. He does have plenty of meter and V trigger. There's the activation. All right, he's going to try to get something working here. Take his turn back. Oh, the V reverse will keep that pressure off me. And the anti-air close out. I'm telling you, Luigi's anti-airs are on point tonight.
They've been pretty damn ridiculous. I also like how he knows what to pick. It's one thing to have anti-airs, but it's also good to know which ones are going to work in the best situation in terms of like reliability. And he's been pretty good about that. But Pink with these confirms has been pretty good about finding these hits, using EX for that corner carry pressure, forcing Luigi to V reversal. That might be off the deck in terms of V trigger activation for a lot later on. Finds a crush. Speaking of V trigger, Pink is right there. After we ate that EX, a lot of meter is being spent. There's cash thrown everywhere. These people need to be better about the economy. You just waste it. But Pink is finding the better of these situations in terms of damage and keeping the pressure on. The fadeaway, the shimmy. That sway with it, that lean back.
Cody
I love the way
wins.
Cody looks, because he just kind of walks back, like he juking back. So me and my
You
homies
guys
don't know how to
couldn't
dance. We just pull up our pants. We walk away. They don't know about that one. That's too old. I'm sorry. That lyric too old. Y'all too young for that one. Y'all too young for that one. My bad. My bad.
I was gonna say, you guys didn't see the cameras. Me and St. Cola were vibing.
We're doing the lean back, lean back. All right, y'all too young for that one, and it's looking like we might be seeing the young man pick a different character. Now, on paper, G's good, but you have less defensive options if you go G. So it's all in on that offense. It's all in or nothing. I mean, there's obviously defensive things that he can do in terms of anti-air and stuff like that. But when Pink is laying down the pressure, you really have to trust in your natural defense. Can you stay solid against someone that's been opening you up? Thank you, Salty Ninja. You know what's good. You know what? I messed with not only the original, but with the remix too. All right, I messed with both. I also messed with Pink running this Cody. I like this Cody right now. I really like just the natural foot game that he's putting on. And I feel like a lot of people might be like, well, I could never play Street Fighter V this way. It's only Pink that can. And while he may be the only one at this level right now, he shows that it's possible. Never mind, throw out the G pick. I'm a liar. No one's sticking to the script. Let me throw it out. Let me throw it out.
Man, yeah, going in, sticking with a guile, wanting to make something work here. Oh, but Pink already starting out strong. And that stun, I'm staring at that stun meter. It is looking scary right now if you're Luigi. Manages a pull through though. Nice, confirms.
Reversal. Right on the deck.
Oh, just clipping the end of that jump in. Going in with the throw, following up. Got the stun in the low.
Starting to put in that throw bait, upside down kick to catch Pink. And you get the ball from the counter, as you guys have been seeing there too. So that's starting to put some into the neutral. EX does catch. Yes, lean back is an old song to many of the babies that are coming through this chat. You'd be surprised how many times I've referenced some of these older songs. These cats are like, what's a cassette tape? Like, don't even let me start. Don't even let me start. All right, Pink, though, he's getting beast up. Luigi finding his control, but here's the EX song. We in.
All right, activation. Yeah, looking pretty nice. Going in with the forward throw, wanting to kind of close in that gap distance, but Luigi, you got something working here. Ooh, again with the anti-air. You can't jump in on Luigi. You can't jump in on the man.
Okay, started to get a little bit more. He started to slug it out too. I feel like there was like that patient neutral play, but you're kind of playing the rhythm that Pink wants to play at, and it's not working out. Like, it wasn't working out, so he's like, I'll just slug it out, dog. I'm gonna throw out these meters. I'm gonna throw out these crush counters. I'm gonna get the damage going and find that control. And if it leaves my hands, I'm gonna take it. And he's trying to take us through the reset. He's trying to give us more games. V-skill round start with the sway. Sweet though, what a return. The buffer from Pink, the trades back and forth, and now everything's landing in Pink's favor. He's getting his full corner push.
Yeah, definitely looking nice. Got the stun going. And it's got a little bit of meter to kind of close this out. Ooh, there it is.
The follow-up. Yo, Luigi, looking like you gonna need that life alert. You see me with that Salty Ninja? Man, it's looking like you need that life alert. Help, I'm falling, I can't get up. I see you with that. That's the old school commercials right there. Y'all remember the one where they were blasting, tell me how we must. It's 3 o'clock, you napping, your eyes closed, and they blast that sucker. That boom blast, that's the wake up. Just like my man's waking up with this pressure. Pink is just unfazed by what Luigi has brought to him in the past matches. He's like, listen, that's cool. I'm gonna interrupt that EX boom. And you see at that distance, it's hard for him to even get anything off.
Yep, got the throw going, not letting Luigi. There's the activation. All right, Luigi getting something cooking. Oh, but not enough.
Father. You see the booms coming through. Pink is not the father, and he is the one winning Wednesday Night Fights online Street Fighter V, and he is out of there with the quickness. He said, I ain't gonna let you look at the cutscene. You don't even get to look at the cutscene. You wanna look at the extra credits, what's behind there? You don't get to see it. Watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, Pink looking very nice. Pulled out the Cody pick. Again, I love it. I'm a big fan. I'm glad he pulled it through. And he really showed those neutral buttons, playing the footsie games, just strong overall. So great work to Pink. This week's grand final winner.
Yup.
Oh man.
What can you say? Like, Pink will always have that great footsie play. You saw it. You be used with the character, with the extended range of the normals, the knives. Being able to interrupt the boom pressure too, as he stayed closer, was really important in that last match. You saw the EX fireball trying to, gain back that control, just taken away, and just strong stuff. My man said, denied all the baby boomers, and I am not the father. Don't take me no more. He's be taking the pot that it came through in terms of the match arena and taking more points this week. So, again, we are playing for that WNF times HyperX, combination out here, and you don't want to be lacking or slacking. You want to get as many points on the board, and landing first place is super strong. So good stuff to Pink as he takes it this week over Luigi using the Cody pick, proving that that knife V trigger kind of fire. It kind of got a little fire.
Yeah, it definitely looked really good. You know what else looked good? Checking out that Matcherino. Before the stream ends tonight, guys, make sure you go check out the Matcherino link. You can type in code WNFO37SFB, add a free 50 cents to the pot, and you can also complete sponsorship quests. That adds a little bit more cushion to give the players a little bit more to fight for. So lots of fun stuff to be had. And thank you again to everybody tonight who joined us to watch, support, everything in between. St. Cola, people want to hear the good word of my favorite soda. Where can they find you?
If you really want to hear my ramblings and see my beautiful dog, you can find me at @St. Cola, as you see at the bottom right down there. Hit me up. But what if they want to find out and figure out what's going on with you at a decent manner, okay? I see some of y'all in the chat. Like, if you want the pics, you come through me. I'll give you them ashy feet pics. Let me know what's good. You come through my DMs. That's what you want to see. You want to see the ashy feet? I got you, bro. $45, the homie fee. But if they want to be respectful and hang out with you, where can they find you guys?
Yeah, if you guys definitely want to check out my content, hear my terrible puns and the jokes that I have, please go check me out. You can find me on Twitter at Flexus_, on Twitch at Flexus__. I'm going to give a quick shout out because I am going to be commentating Queens of Quarantine this Saturday. It is an all-female ran, all-female competitive Street Fighter V tournament. Definitely want to go check that out. You can go and check them out. I believe their Twitter is QueensFGC. I'll have to correct me on that. But definitely go give them some love and check that out. You guys can follow me on Twitter too. I post about it as well. So thank you guys so much for joining us tonight, and make sure you give some love too to the WNF crew. Much love to them as always.
Yeah, before we take off, I gotta announce the leaderboards where we're at.
Oh yeah.
Let the people know what's good.
Yeah. This is the fun times now. We're in 5 weeks now. Hold on 1 second. Give me the. All right. So of course, HyperX is gracious to give out these prizes to our holiday season champs, and top 4 will get some prizes. Number 1 gets all of that stuff on the left, and the runner-ups 2, 3rd, and 4th place will get the Cloud 2 wireless. All right. Number 4 right now is Nephew with 80 points. Number 3 is Chris CCH with 90 points. Number 2 is Luigi with 95 points. And number 1 is PG Pink with 120 points. Right now leading the leaderboards. So congrats so far. We are in the final month, so this is the home stretch. Got a few more weeks left, and good luck to all. You got a couple more weeks, so I'll let you guys close it out. I just wanted to share the leaderboards, so there you go.
Thank you again, for running this, and also again, thanks to Vi. Thanks to Vi for putting this on. Homie has been, shout outs to him. He's got a kid on the way. No more again. No more Uncle Tio. His father Tio out here.
Thank you.
Give love to him for that. Much love. I can't wait to show him the ropes on commentary. I can't wait for him to come through and do Weds Night Fights when we're Street Fighter 7 and 8, whatever, however many years this goes on. But much love to him and his family. So guys, it's been great. But we're gonna wrap it up here. We'll see you next week. Until then, my name is St. Cola.
My name is Flexus. Have a good one, everybody. Adios.
Peace.